the United States. Home of skyscrapers, Silicon Valley, Wall Street, Hollywood, and a hustle culture like no other. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 richest cities in the USA by GDP per capita, and believe me, the numbers coming out of these metros are next level. Kicking off our list at number 10 is none other than the powerhouse capital of the United States, Washington, D.C. With a GDP per capita of $95,590, this city isn't just running the country, it's earning big while doing it. So what makes D.C. one of America's richest metros? Simple: power, policy, and precision. This is the beating heart of the federal government, home to the White House, Congress, and dozens of major agencies. But it's not just politics here. Washington is a magnet for high-powered law firms, think tanks, international institutions, media giants, and a booming professional services sector. Add to that a thriving education and healthcare economy, with world-class universities like Georgetown and George Washington, plus top-tier hospitals, and you've got a city where intellect meets influence. Coming in at number 9 is the high-altitude haven of Boulder, Colorado. With a GDP per capita of $100,690, this scenic city is more than just mountain views and hiking trails, it's a quiet economic beast hiding in plain sight. So, what's driving Boulder's serious per-person productivity? Innovation, education, and lifestyle appeal. Home to the University of Colorado Boulder, federal research labs like NOAA and NIST, and a booming startup ecosystem, Boulder is where science meets sustainability, and it's cashing in on both. This is a city where PhDs and entrepreneurs collide, where clean energy startups and aerospace firms grow side by side. At number 8, we're heading straight into the eye of the storm, the unstoppable force of New York, Newark, and Jersey City. With a GDP per capita of $100,800, this mega-region is not just iconic, it's insanely productive. This is the economic engine of the East Coast. Wall Street, Madison Avenue, Broadway, Silicon Alley. Whether it's finance, media, tech, fashion, healthcare, or logistics, this metro is firing on every single cylinder. New York City alone is home to over 50 Fortune 500 companies, the New York Stock Exchange, and a global workforce that defines hustle. Across the Hudson and Jersey City skyline is booming with finance and tech startups. Over in Newark, you've got major transportation infrastructure, world-class universities, and serious redevelopment momentum. Rolling in at number 7 is one of the Northeast's best-kept secrets, the powerhouse trio of Bridgeport, Stamford, and Norwalk in Connecticut. With a GDP per capita of $102,890, this metro might not grab headlines like NYC, but it's quietly raking in serious wealth. Stamford has become a magnet for hedge funds, investment firms, and media companies, making it one of the richest financial hubs outside Manhattan. Bridgeport, once known for industry, is now reinventing itself through healthcare, education, and tech. And Norwalk? It's thriving on a mix of corporate HQs, creative startups, and waterfront real estate that's going nowhere but up. The Bridgeport-Stamford-Norwalk corridor is small but mighty. It's where Wall Street wallets meet suburban smart living, and the result is a GDP that punches well above its weight. Coming in strong at number 6 is the intellectual and economic titan of the Northeast, Boston, Massachusetts. With a GDP per capita of $108,500, Boston isn't just smart, it's stacked. This is a city where history meets high-tech. From the American Revolution to cutting-edge biotech, Boston's always been ahead of the curve. It's home to world-renowned institutions like Harvard, MIT, and Boston University, feeding a constant stream of top-tier talent into its economy. But this isn't just an academic town. Boston is a global leader in healthcare, pharmaceuticals, finance, robotics, and AI. It's where startups get funded, research turns into billion-dollar industries, and ideas go from whiteboards to Wall Street. Cracking into the top 5 is a cerebral and strategic combo, Trenton and Princeton in New Jersey. With a GDP per capita of $113,060, this metro might fly under the radar, but trust me, it's quietly elite. Let's start with Princeton, home to the Ivy League institution that ranks among the best in the world. This isn't just a college town. It's a think tank, a research hub, and a talent magnet all rolled into one. And then there's Trenton, New Jersey's capital, the political and administrative core of the state, with state agencies and public sector institutions driving steady economic output. Together, they form a region that's powered by education, public administration, high-level consulting, and advanced research. Landing at number 4 is a Pacific Northwest powerhouse, the Metro of Seattle, Tacoma, and Bellevue in Washington state. With a GDP per capita of $119,640, this region is where coffee meets code, and every skyline view hides a billion-dollar idea. Seattle is the crown jewel, home to Amazon and Microsoft, global HQs that helped transform this city into a tech titan. Add in Boeing, Starbucks, and a tidal wave of venture-backed startups, and you've got a city that's scaling fast and smart. Just across the water, Bellevue has exploded into a tech hub of its own, sleek, modern, and loaded with talent. Meanwhile, Tacoma is flexing its industrial roots, adding logistics, manufacturing, and waterfront revitalization to the mix. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is an absolute legend, the unstoppable Bay Area trio of San Francisco, Oakland, and Barkley. With a GDP per capita of $144,630, this region isn't just rich, it's rewriting the rules of the global economy. Let's start with San Francisco, the birthplace of unicorn startups, venture capital empires, and tech dreams that scale into billion-dollar realities. This city is the epicenter of innovation, finance, and creative energy, all crammed into a scenic 7-by-7-mile grid. Cross the bridge to Oakland, and you'll find a city that's come roaring back, a dynamic mix of logistics, healthcare, green tech, and a thriving art scene that's driving massive reinvestment. And then there's Barkley, home to the world-class UC Barkley, a pipeline of Nobel Prize winners, researchers, and entrepreneurs fueling everything from clean energy to biotech breakthroughs. Coming in at number 2 is the one and only Silicon Valley, the tech-fueled trifecta of San Jose, Sunnyvale, and Santa Clara. With a jaw-dropping GDP per capita of $210,230, this metro isn't just rich, it's on a whole different economic wavelength. This is where innovation is currency. San Jose is the capital of it all, home to Adobe, Cisco, PayPal, and eBay, not to mention thousands of startups shaping the future of AI, robotics, and fintech. Sunnyvale? That's where LinkedIn and Yahoo planted their roots, and now it's a hotbed of cutting-edge R&D, thriving with engineers and entrepreneurs. And Santa Clara? That's NVIDIA territory, the company powering the global AI boom, plus massive chip manufacturers, cloud companies, and clean tech firms driving the next digital revolution. Taking the crown at number 1 and doing it in true Texas style is none other than Midland, Texas. With a mind-blowing GDP per capita of $228,000, Midland isn't just leading the pack, it's leaving everyone else in the dust. So, how does a city in the middle of West Texas top Silicon Valley, Wall Street, and DC? One word: oil. Midland sits on the edge of the Permian Basin, one of the richest oil fields in the world. This isn't just a boomtown, it's a black gold capital. From energy giants to independent drillers, the oil and gas industry here pumps billions into the local economy every single year. It's not a sprawling metro. It doesn't have skyscrapers or a subway. But what it does have is per-person output that crushes every other US city. This is the definition of small-town muscle with big-time money.